So a lot of people think that because I treat people who have low testosterone, that I treat them with testosterone. And that couldn't be any farther from the truth. It turns out that very rarely do men need testosterone replacement therapy. Now, you do see the ads, or you've heard about testosterone gels or patches or injections, but you have to be very, very careful. It turns out that a man can make his own testosterone. First, by changing the lifestyle and avoiding the factors that have decreased testosterone. That's first and foremost. But if they do need medications, we tend to give a medication that restores the body's own production of testosterone. So if you take testosterone shots or gels or creams or patches, that's going to stop your own production. So if you take a patch, it tells the brain you have testosterone. The brain stops the signals to your testicles, so you're not going to make any more testosterone, and that's a real problem. That's why people think that it's fiction, but it is true that bodybuilders that take testosterone, they have small testicles. They don't make their own testosterone. That's why they cycle many times to try to get their testicles to get restarted, because if you take testosterone, you're going to stop your own production of testosterone. And, we're not here to treat bodybuilders. We're here to treat people who have problems with low testosterone and lifestyle issues. But again, so if you have a low testosterone, what I tend to do is, again, the lifestyle issues, getting on the right diet, but sometimes we give medications called clomiphene citrate. Clomiphene, or Clomid, was a drug used for women to ovulate. It turns out it works the same way for men, and instead of ovulating, it produces more testosterone. But it only produces the amount of testosterone that your body is capable of producing. So there tends to be no over-treatment, which is kind of an interesting thing. And clomiphene is an anti-estrogen. What it really is, it blocks the estrogen receptors. As men get older, it's not so much that there's a low testosterone as it is a higher estrogen level. So when you block those estrogen receptors, particularly in the brain, just a little bit, that brain tells the testicle to make the appropriate amount of testosterone. So rather than testosterone replacement therapy, we call this restoration therapy, or if you want, estrogen reduction therapy, in a sense, because it reduces the effective amount of estrogen that the brain sees. Now, people who are overweight tend to make more estrogens. Remember, the bigger the belly, the lower the testosterone, because testosterone is broken down to estrogens in the belly fat. So the testosterone-estrogen ratio, which is here when you're younger, is now more estrogen, less testosterone. So you really need to readjust that ratio. And the best way of doing it medically, if possible, is using clomiphene citrate.